The 2025 NFL Draft is officially in the books. So, with that,
the NFL Draft is complete, which changes quite a bit when it comes to the NFL Power Rankings.
I think it's time for our post-draft edition of the 2025 Power Rankings. So, let's dive right into it. Number 32, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 26. We are still surprised the Saints passed on both Shedeur Sanders and Jackson Dart, only to take a hopeful Derek Carr successor, Tyler Shuck, in round 2. I guess only time will tell how this plays out, but the Saints are last right now because of the uncertainty over Carr's status for 2025 as he recovers from a shoulder injury. Number 31, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 31. The Titans made the safe choice by taking Miami quarterback Cam Ward with the first overall pick. Suddenly, there's hope for Tennessee behind center. But does Ward have enough support to produce right away? His two best receivers, Calvin Ridley and Tyler Lockett, are on the wrong side of 30. Number 30, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 32. We have no idea why the Browns drafted both Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. It's pure chaos, and hey, we're here for it. On a side note, Andrew Berry did very well at the draft. Number 29, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 30. After signing two capable bridge QB options in Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, GM Joe Shane aced the draft by snagging prized edge rusher Abdul Carter before trading up for Ole Miss's Jackson Dart. Not saying the Giants will be playoff contenders, but all three new QBs are big-time upgrades over Daniel Jones. Number 28, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 25. Getting Tedero McMillan with the number 8 pick should finally solve Carolina's search for Bryce Young's number 1 receiver. And for those who wanted the Panthers to take an edge rusher in round 1, well, it all worked out with Texas A&M's Nick Scorton somehow falling to them in round 2. Number 27, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 27. After addressing most of their needs in free agency, the Pats put the cherry on top with an excellent draft. Number 4 overall pick Will Campbell should excel as Drake May's blindside protector for years to come. Hey, sunny days are ahead in New England, folks. Number 26, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 28. The Jets figure to be a rush-heavy team under new head coach Aaron Glenn and quarterback Justin Fields, so we like the pick for Missouri tackle Armand Membu at number 7. Getting LSU tight end Mason Taylor in round 2 was a coup by GM Darren Muji, too. Number 25, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 29. Tom Brady and Pete Carroll are calling the shots now. The Raiders brought in Pro Bowl QB Geno Smith to address the game's most important position. Then they used the number 6 pick on generational running back prospect Ashton Genty. We know they play in the brutal AFC West, but the Raiders are a sleeper team to follow with a Super Bowl winning head coach leading the way now. Number 24, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 23. The Colts got lucky with Penn State tight end Tyler Warren falling to them in the 14th spot. So with Warren, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Downs, and Michael Pittman Jr. there, it is now or never for Anthony Richardson. Number 23, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 24. We loved the trade up for Travis Hunter at number 2 because it helps Jacksonville in the short term and in the long term. Playing in the weak AFC South, we have no doubt that the Jaguars can return to the postseason with Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball to the Heisman Trophy winner and Brian Thomas Jr. Number 22, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 21. Hard not to like the work the Cardinals have done this offseason. Their awful front seven has been bolstered by the additions of veteran edge rusher Josh Sweat and promising rookie Walter Nolan. Arizona may have gotten the steal of the draft in promising Michigan corner Will Johnson at number 47 overall. The Cardinals would be higher here if they didn't play in the unforgiving NFC West. Number 21, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 20. For the second straight year, the Cowboys offseason has been a giant disappointment. Taking Tyler Booker at number 12 felt like a reach. Now, if they could just get a capable number 2 receiver to help Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb before the new season begins. Number 20, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 19. Hey, say what you want about the curious decision to pay a king's ransom so they could move up for James Pierce Jr. at number 26, but hey, the Falcons' pass rush is already miles better than last year's group. Atlanta already got one can't-miss edge rusher in Jalen Walker at the number 15 pick, so if Walker, Pierce, and free agent signing Leonard Floyd come as advertised, Atlanta could field a top 10 defense that could propel them back to the postseason. Number 19, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 18. We weren't thrilled with Miami taking Michigan defensive tackle Kenneth Grant in round 1, down, but they got good value in Arizona guard Jonas Savianaya at number 37 overall. We're still not sure what they'll do at cornerback to replace Jalen Ramsey when he's inevitably traded, but like every other year, Miami's playoff hopes come down to Tua Tagovailoa staying healthy. Number 18, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 15. If Aaron Rodgers opts to retire, then the Steelers will drop way down this list. Rodgers would be an upgrade over any QB that Pittsburgh has used since Ben Roethlisberger's last productive season in 2018. But the Steelers have to be a middle-of-the-pack team for now until Rodgers makes his decision. Number 17, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 22. Okay, Bears, no more excuses. Caleb Williams is a generational QB talent. You just drafted Colson Loveland and Luther Burden III to bolster the offense around him. You hired hotshot candidate Ben Johnson to be your next head coach. At least show some progress on offense and avoid having a top 10 pick for once. Number 16, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 17. Seattle absolutely cleaned up this year. Nick Emanwari, the do-it-all safety out of South Carolina, brings rare range and upside to the secondary. Up front, Grace Abel from North Dakota State is the definition of versatility. He's played everywhere on the O-line and can fill in wherever needed. Seattle finished 10-7 last season and only missed out on the playoffs via tiebreaker. If Darnold proves that he wasn't a one-hit wonder, well, it's not crazy to think that the Hawks can reclaim the NFC West crown. Number 15, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 16. The 49ers lost a ton of quality players in free agency this offseason, but we warn you to bet against them at your own risk. A core with Brock Purdy, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Nick Bosa, and rookie Michael Williams is nothing to scoff at. Injuries ruined the 49ers last season. Better health, especially regarding run CMC, will put the 49ers back in the playoff mix. Number 14, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 11. The Bucs are still the team to beat in the terrible NFC South, but it still feels like they could have done a lot more to make the jump from division winner to Super Bowl contender. We're not sure why they used a first-round pick on Emeka Egbuka when they already have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Jalen McMillan at wideout. Number 13, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 14. With Trey Hendrickson facing an uncertain future in Cincy, they had to get another pass rusher early in the draft. Well, hey, mission accomplished with Texas A&M product Shamar Stewart. Cincinnati already won the offseason by extending Jamar Chase and T. Higgins long-term. As long as their defense can stop a nosebleed, Cincy will be a serious player in the AFC. Number 12, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 9. We're not sure what to make of the Texans offseason. Their O-line was a complete disaster last year. They traded away Pro Bowl offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil to Washington and released veteran Shaq Mason. Stephon Diggs left for New England, and Houston used 2 of its first 3 picks on receivers. Yeah, sure, Houston is still the best team in an underwhelming AFC South, but we're not sure if they did enough to close the gap with the other top dogs in the AFC. Number 11, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 12. After a surprise return to the postseason in 2024, the Broncos went all in to try and make the jump to contender. After signing ex-49ers Pro Bowl safety Talanoa Hufanga in free agency, GM George Payton made another big-time move on defense by using his first-round pick on Texas corner Jahdae Barron. Isn't having reigning Defensive Player of the Year Patrick Surtain II on defense already scary enough? Now Sean Payton's squad is ready to make even more noise in the AFC. Number 10, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 10. Well, GM Joe Ortiz sure didn't waste any time bringing in more weaponry for Justin Herbert. After bringing back Mike Williams and signing Najee Harris, Ortiz got running back Omari and Hampton and wideout Trey Harris with his first 2 picks. The Bolts, by the way, had the number 1 defense last year. So yeah, I think it's time for Justin Herbert to start delivering playoff wins in LA. Number 9, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 13. The Rams won the offseason when they signed superstar wideout Devontae Adams to replace Cooper Kupp. The return of Matthew Stafford cements their status as a top contender in the NFC. Number 8, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 7. We want to have the Vikings higher after beefing up their O-line and front 7, but JJ McCarthy's health and readiness remains the million-dollar question here. If he's ready for prime time, then hey, the Vikings are a top 5 team. Number 7, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 8. Josh Jacobs said what every Packers fan knew. They needed a number 1 wide receiver. receiver. Mark Murphy and Brian Gutekunst listened, and now, oh boy, they are ready to roll. The Pack used their first-round pick on prized Texas wideout Matthew Golden, the first time that they used a day one pick on a receiver since 2002. With a top 10 defense and plenty of firepower for Jordan Love, the Packers ought to do better than a one-and-done playoff appearance in 2025. Number 6, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 6. Hard to complain about the work of the NFC runner-ups this offseason. They addressed one weakness, the WR2 role, by trading for Deebo Samuel. The Laramie Tunsil trade and first-round selection of Josh Connerly Jr. further strengthens an already stout O-line. Number 5, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 5. GM Eric DeCosta took care of business by using his first 2 picks on safety Malachi Starks, a dream pairing with Kyle Hamilton, and edge rusher Mike Grieve. Now let's see if his defense can take that next step. Number 4, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 4. Using their first-round pick on Kentucky corner Maxwell Hairston was a surprise, but we were amazed that they were able to get Arkansas edge rusher Landon Jackson in round 3. That was a mega win. Number 3, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 3. The Lions haven't done anything crazy this offseason, and that's the right thing to do. Dan Campbell just has to bank on this core staying healthy, especially on defense. Do that, and they're arguably the team to beat for Super Bowl 60. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, 2. The one notable change was trading offensive lineman Joe Tooney to the Bears before using their first-round pick on Josh Simmons. A 4th Lombardi trophy is within grasp if the O-line doesn't completely unravel like it did in the Super Bowl loss to Philly. Number 1, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking, 1. Somehow, the Eagles' lights-out defense got even scarier with the first-round pick of Alabama linebacker Jahad Campbell. The Eagles are running it back with the same core as last year. Buckle up, Philly. Another special year awaits. But hey, what changes would you make to our post-draft edition of the NFL Power Rankings? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then hey, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.